right, so I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a while now. The issue regarding around the dispensaries and weed, and I'm gonna kind of flip it, make it make sense to this article I want to read real quick. But basically, as far as it goes, when it comes to the dispensaries and legalization of marijuana, a lot of states have opted, like 5 or 6 have, legalized it, or in New York City they decriminalized it. So, but other states have legalized recreational use. And a lot of people are on that bandwagon and stuff like that. And I've always been like chill. Like you see Al Sharpton getting up there talking about, I demand that these dispensaries be more diverse. I'm like, nah, you should be focused on fighting on the black men who have been incarcerated for petty drug uses and trying to get them out of jail. That's what you should be focused on, not trying to get black people in this thing that could be a Trojan horse, right? But I'm going to read this article because it ties into what I was thinking. Just a few miles from where President Trump will address his blue-collar base here Tuesday night, exactly the kind of middle-class factory jobs that he vowed to bring back from overseas in the beginning. It's not that local workers lack the skills for these positions, many of which do not require a high school diploma, but pay $15 to $25 an hour and offer full benefits. Rather, the problem is that too many applicants, nearly half in some cases, fail drug tests, right? So the fallout is not limited to the workers or their immediate families. Each quarter, Columbiana Boiler, a local company, forgoes roughly $200,000 worth of orders in its galvanized containers, kettles, because of the manpower shortage. It says the foreign arrivals are picking up the slack. So there's this company in Ohio that is losing $200,000 worth of orders to a German company because they don't have these issues, right? So that's just basically my point. I knew eventually, like, that's the downside. Like when folks was talking about legalization of marijuana, hop on the bandwagon of dispensaries, stuff like that, and I'm like, like that's just still gonna be a way for you not to be able to get a job, right? You're already being denied opportunities and whatnot like that. So then when you add the fact that that's gonna be legalized, and we gonna be on that bandwagon too, even if it's not the dispensary part but the usage part, where it becomes more socially normal because it's legal now or decriminalized in certain places. I'm thinking like, yo, we got to chill. Our unemployment rate says like that ain't something we should be on, and that's just basically what I was thinking about. I just seen too many examples of this too. When with like one of my relatives, he works at a steel factory and like started off making $18 an hour. He's been there like 10 years now, but like he was gonna get his brother in a few years ago, his older brother by that, and he told his brother like, yo, are you clean? You good? Whatever. You can pass the test. He talked to his boss managers. Like my cousin's like the face of the company. Like his face is on the billboards and all that. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna get you in, and he gets him in and all that. Does an interview, but he has to take his drug test, and he fails. And it's like, so he made him look bad, but he blew an $18 an hour starting off job. That comes with profit sharing and a signing bonus once you sign off like $2,000-3,000 depending on the time of the year. And he blew it, right? So I'm like, is we really in a position to be doing stuff like that? I've seen so many times when younger kids come to a job or whatever, the foreman will even like give them, he's like, yo, you know what, let me get another week or two to start because I need to clean my system out. And they still don't do it. I remember one kid, this kid was dumb as hell. He walked around all day, I guess that Friday, because he bought some like synthetic urine, and I guess he assumed he was going to cheat and beat the test. So that means he didn't even attempt to stop smoking that whole week he had to clean his system out or whatever to get ready for the test. And he's all talking about doing it, and they told, like, I guess he gets there, so whatever he tried to do didn't work. He lifts up his shirt, the chick tells him, like, what's that? And she catches him and whatever. So whatever, he got caught. But I'm just saying, with the legal dispensaries and stuff like that, that means the more normalization of weed. Like, see how everybody's hopping on a hookah and all that stuff? I'm saying it's going to make it socially more, available for people to do and whatnot. And I'm saying companies are not going to hire you if they test you positive for drugs. So it's like, that's something you got to be thought about. Like, do you want to hop on that bandwagon? Do you want to put yourself in that situation? And I'm thinking our unemployment rate saying like, nah, we not in a position to be doing that. It's too many. Every administration something happens, right? Like when Obama took over, even when Obama took over, right, 2008, right? The housing market crashed and whatnot. If you had your shit together, you had money saved up, you were in a position, there was opportunities and gains to be made with the housing market because everything was, people were getting rid of their houses, and the banks wanted money so you could get houses for dirt cheap. So any administration, regardless if you like him or not, right? So Trump, he has shitted on TTP. He has, closed the door on NAFTA. And, illegal immigration, they claim is down like 60-something%. The liberals claim that nobody wants to come here anymore, whatever. Good, fine. So it's like, if things are being done within the administration, you got to be in a position to take advantage of those things, right? I'm just saying, this is one example, that if you have your stuff together, you got certifications, you got CDLs, you got plumbing, any type of heating, plumbing, factory, forklift, stuff like that. If you got that, and there's going to be positions open up, you got to be in a position to take advantage of them. It doesn't matter if the positions come. If Trump gets rid of all illegal immigrants and there's nobody to take those jobs, it's like, what was the point, right? So it's like, you got to make those moves. And I'm saying black folks, black men in particular, need to take advantage of that. Now I listen to a lot of podcasts for chicks, because I already see the socialization of the weed, right? Where people who don't even normally smoke it are smoking it. I've listened to podcasts where people are like on the air, like, try this, put this dab on your tongue. You don't even got to smoke it no more. You just put it in the brownies, or there's this stuff you put in, just a dip of it on your tongue, and it's like you absorb you get the same feeling of getting high and all that stuff. And I'm just like, that's cool for chicks because they have jobs and stuff that they don't have to go get tested and stuff like that. So it can work out for them. But I say, in particular, black men need to fall back from that. They definitely need to. This is, as much as you want to say it's crazy, with all this opioid epidemics and stuff like that, with illegal immigration and stuff like that down, there's going to be options and opportunities, right? The question is, will we be ready and in a position to take those oppositions? It's something to take advantage of, right? They're saying that the opioid thing is really bad. That means a lot of manufacturing situations are going to open up, and black men need to be prepared to get those opportunities. It's just like, that's how life goes. Got to be ready for the shit. But that's just my thoughts. The opioid epidemic is something that the same way it happened back in the days as the way the crack epidemic went. You can take advantage of those things.